Water, the lifeblood of the planet. Since it covers 70% of the Earth's surface, we take it for granted. We shouldn't. In the western United States, for example, intense pressure on natural water systems is increasingly prompting extreme legislation that restricts non-essential water use, such as lawn and garden irrigation. But is it necessary to sacrifice quality of life for conservation? Can we still water our lawns and gardens while also providing for essential water needs? We can if we use smarter watering systems. Acclima's intelligent technology solves the problems that make the common timer-based and above-ground evapotranspiration systems so inefficient and wasteful. What's wrong with them? Timer-based systems work on arbitrary schedules unrelated to actual soil conditions. They don't water enough when conditions are dry, and they continue watering in wet conditions even in the middle of a rainstorm. While an above-ground ET system does at least attempt to determine soil moisture levels, the analysis is based on external atmospheric measurements. It's a guess. A day after the measurements are taken, the system estimates soil ET based on the predicted effect that above-ground events might have had on the soil below. Why not control irrigation systems using real-time measurements of the actual moisture condition of the soil? Because up until now, no one knew how to reliably obtain that information. Acclima has dramatically solved that problem. The Acclima system measures soil ET through a precise moisture sensor located in the soil where grass roots are feeding. The patented sensor reads the absolute soil moisture level to an accuracy of plus or minus 1%, regardless of soil temperature, compaction, salts, fertilizers, etc., variables that have frustrated previous attempts at soil moisture analysis. Acclima's precision allows the system controller to intelligently replace only the amount of water lost. The result? Water savings of up to 40%. Acclima grew out of a revolutionary breakthrough by retired Hewlett-Packard engineer Scott Anderson. Acclima's technology digitally measures soil moisture levels using a new digital adaptation of time domain reflectometry.
This has been known for a long time, it's been used for a long time, but we're the first to analyze the signal through a digital signal processing means in a low-cost environment like we have, in a low-cost sensor that is able to derive the moisture reading very precisely on an absolute basis, and that had never been done before.
Digitizing the process enabled the system to factor out other soil variables and isolate precise water measurements. Since earlier sensor-based systems often suffered mechanical failure in the harsh underground environment, developing robust hardware was also critical.
This was designed to be virtually indestructible, to last in the soil forever. We use type 316 stainless steel, which is the most corrosion resistant of all the stainless steels. And then the epoxy that we use to encase the electronics was especially designed for its water imperviousness. So it's built like a rock.
In the Acclima system, lower and upper moisture thresholds are set for each sensor. The sensor constantly reads and communicates soil moisture levels to the controller. When the moisture level falls to the lower threshold, the controller enables a water cycle, using soak cycles to avoid surface runoff. The controller terminates the water cycle when the sensor again reads the optimal level. All digital, the system is supported by computer software that also enables extensive logging and communication capabilities. The central control system can actually be operated, monitored, and adjusted remotely by telephone line or by radio. The system's remarkable precision has been confirmed by years of extensive in-house testing and validated by independent tests performed by the Center for Irrigation Technology at California State University, Fresno. Anecdotal evidence from actual field installations is also compelling. Rob Norman is a Boise, Idaho-based facilities manager for 24 properties covering 1.8 million square feet. He's been using an Acclima system for 2 years.
Our experience with Acclima has given us the opportunity to do remote management of properties. It's also allowed us to cut costs significantly. We've noticed that over the past 2 seasons that we've saved over 30% each year in water usage. And with those kind of savings, we will save the cost of the system in a little over 3 years.
Greg Barnes is a water manager for the Clark County School District in Las Vegas, Nevada.
As the 6th largest school district in the country, we have a mixture of various systems. Some of them run on ET weather station basis, some of them are running on just manual controlled mechanical clocks. We have the Acclima system, which is a moisture sensor base. In my opinion, during this growing season, it's outperformed all of them.
Both facilities managers particularly appreciate the remote communication capabilities of the Acclima system.
You're not spending nearly as much time adjusting anything. You're not worried about the communication problems. You're not worried about the downloading and uploading every day of information. You don't have to adjust the schedules every day, as in most ET-based systems.
It's nice to be able to sit down at my desk and to be able to turn the system on and to make a remote check at any of the locations where we have the system, and to be able to tell what the water content is in the soil, to be able to tell if a system or a zone maybe is malfunctioning, and all of that from my office without ever having to get up and go anywhere.
Acclima systems are available in both commercial and residential configurations. And with every installation, turf managers can expect water savings of up to 40%, unmatched ease of use, maximized benefits of fertilizer application, and payback as short as a single watering season. And commercial systems also feature remote operation and monitoring, saving nature's most precious resource, water, and making your life a whole lot easier. That's the promise of Acclima. Protect your turf. Join the smart technology revolution. Acclima. Profitable conservation through precision irrigation.